Welcome to On the Beat, everyone. I'm over here with Don West, broker and owner of Coldwell Banker West Realty. Welcome to the show, my friend.
Thank you. Glad to be here.
Okay,
Troy.
I want to know the history of how you got into real estate.
Well, it started back in the early 60s. My family started a building supply store, and they also started a residential construction company. So a lot of the families in this community wanted to have custom-built homes, and so our family started doing that, and they also needed the need to sell their existing home. So we said, well, we need to form a real estate company to be able to do that, and that was done in 1969.
And I'm trying to do the figures in my head. Is that like 40 years?
It's been a long time.
He doesn't want to say.
It's been a long time.
I love that I
Yeah.
can get to sit down, Don, and find out a little bit about you and the history of your company. Why, you just said why you got into it, but how has it changed? I'm sure you've got some stories about this whole area and the development and the change, not just in pricing, but the areas around it.
Oh, it's changed quite a bit. Of course, it was very instrumental from my late grandfather, my late dad, and my uncle. They were the ones that formed the real estate company and the construction side of it. But even what has happened now over the years, it was a very simple thing to do in the past to be able to help somebody sell their home. Documentation was very little things to have to do. But this day and time, it's changed tremendously.
Okay, how hard is it for people to be able to purchase a home here?
Well, it's not very difficult at all, but even through one of the other interviews with Jeff Farman with JTS Mortgage, they do have to get qualified.
Of course.
And that process is the most important thing to do first. And that's one thing that we have always stressed to potential buyers is let's start the process the correct way.
Okay, I hear you, but let's talk about pricing and all the areas around. Now, you've obviously seen a big change in pricing, right?
Well, it changes over the years.
Of course, ups and downs.
Ups and downs, and every part of our area, it does change. You know, we're a very large board. Our Golden Triangle Board of Realtors covers about 6 counties.
Oh, wow.
So every county is going to be different, and our market is different in Lowndes County than it would be in Oktibbeha County where Mississippi State is. And even our areas of the community are different on pricing.
Okay, why did you want to get into real estate?
Well, you know, it's pretty funny how faith works. I was still working at the building supply store after it had been sold to another franchise.
Yeah.
And it burnt to the ground one night. So I went to my dad and I said, what am I going to do now? And he said, well, you've delivered building materials, you built houses, why don't you try to sell the finished product now? And so that's when I went and got my real estate license in 1980.
What do you say to people? Because I've often wanted to sell real estate. I thought I'd be quite good at it, but I don't know why. I've watched too many reality shows, I think. And a lot of people think they'd be good at renovating as well, right?
Oh, yeah.
What do you say to all those inspiring real estate agents out there? What do they need to be doing?
I think the most important thing when somebody wants to see about getting into this profession, it's important first to sit down and talk to a broker, just to let them know the ins and outs of this profession, because you are an independent contractor. You're not an employee of the company, and your ambition and your goals is what can I do to convince people to trust me in their real estate needs.
Oh, I didn't realize that you were completely independent.
Independent contractor.
Wow. Okay, so why the switch from what you were doing with the family to Coldwell Banker?
Well, Coldwell Banker is a large franchise. In 1984, we affiliated with them.
Right.
And it was probably one of the best moves we ever made because they're a nationally known company. Now they're international.
Yeah.
They're all over the world. And so it gives a bigger, stronger presence of name awareness. Plus, they keep up with the moving ways of real estate, the technology, and the things you need to do. I mean, this day and time now, you know, 85% of the people go online for home search.
Yeah.
And so you've got to be at the top of your technology to capture that potential buyer.
I got you. Well, Mr. Don West, we're going to do many more interviews. I think you're fascinating. There he is, Don West, broker and owner of Coldwell Banker West Realty. Back after this short break.